What's up and good evening. Thought I'd make this shut and sweet. Hoping everybody can hear me okay. I have been going through some allergy crap recently. I'm at the tail end of it, all the stuff, congestion's finally like, kind of, fizzling out or whatever. But yeah, a little bit more nasal, probably with these glasses probably don't help, but they're, screen glasses, so they can help with uh, the LED, blue LED. But 2025 is here. Doo-doo-doo-doo. And I'm glad we all made it. Lots to like um no, what's the word, the term, like New Year's resolution, right? Like lots of things to maybe look forward to or quit doing or start doing. I started to really focus on software production now, taking things directly to market. There's just a lot of details that I'm gonna have to work on myself, and that takes a lot of time. But I've been really focused on right now doing a lot of architecture using PowerPoint presentations to do so. And they don't offer too many shapes, but what I'll do is I'll take the shapes that they do have available and create unique shapes of my own, and then just save them so I can make better designs for my presentations when I'm trying to create the diagrams for the software that I'm gonna try and create. Mm, Told you I'm dealing with this allergy thing, man, and you know, makes it get a little difficult to breathe sometimes. But we'll get through this together. Anyway, let me just continue real quick my rant. Uh, I've been doing a lot of like AI research and development, and been working with all three cloud platforms, Google, Azure, and Amazon, and doing comparisons on which one maybe has the most accuracy. I'm going to be working on some separate applications that's going to be available to the public that are going to be available for your Apple and Android devices. Um, some are going to be real simple. Some will be for social media, but look out for that. I'm also doing a lot more dancing a little bit, putting together uh, specific playlist of songs that I like dancing to. There's a lot of 90s that I missed out on back in the day when before I started dancing. So um, 90s hip hop and old school rap is really good. That I enjoy listening to back in the day before I could dance. So I mean, nice if I can take something out of that and kind of bring it into 2025. You know what I'm saying? Um, uh, Also, been I don't know, seeing a particular someone, I don't know, here and there. Um, she enjoys my company, so I don't know. Uh, um, what else? Yeah, so that's what I've been doing lately. You know, the dancing, the app development, and architecture, the platforms and stuff, and my small business and things like that. Also, uh, you know, I, I- I'll talk about this experience, right? Like, maybe some of you can feel this, some of you can't, but I'll say it anyway. So I'm 43. I just turned 43 in like December 5th, right? And I've been going out for like maybe 23 since I was, I don't know, 22 or something like that, 23 years old. So about maybe 20 years of this stuff. Even a nice round number, it's probably accurate anyway, right? So 20 years going out on the weekends, right? I like going to bars or clubs that have really good DJs, really good music because I like to dance, right? And when you dance, you're able to like, you can get attention, you can get free drinks. They even sometimes they get you in the front of the line and be like, "Hey man, come on in. We got you. You good." And it's nice, I mean, I don't mind it. I like the treatment. I don't mind showing off a bit. But that's only because like when I don't know, when you're good at something, you shouldn't be able to like be so conservative about it. I think that that's a problem with people who are uh are more reserved like that, Like if you're good at something, like a talent, like you should kind of share it with other people because I think it's up to other people to appreciate special things that people can do. So like DJs who are really good artists with music, right? They can blend music together. And I myself as a dancer, like my job is to dance to the music that the DJ is playing. So I got really good at, keeping up with the DJ and his rotation. So, whatever he's playing, I can keep up with it. I probably have heard it before. I can make something of it. So, um, 20 years, it's just a jazzercise kind of thing, right? Just going out. And don't get me wrong, it's not 20 straight years, right? There's going to be some weekend where I don't feel it, or I'm sick, or I'm on vacation, or I got to work, or I'm not even in the state, or whatever, right? I'm just saying on and off, a lifetime of that. So when I was 23, back then, let's rewind the clock about 20 years ago, to like 2005. 2004, I recently got married, and I'm with a toddler of a child, my daughter, and what's going on around then? We live in an apartment complex, and um, I believe it was a townhouse at the time, an upstairs townhouse, and around that time, I started. w- Making a decision about my life. It was a moment where, I had the baby straight out of high school. Like I got a diploma while my daughter was baking in the oven. And it's like what direction am I gonna go? Right? It was time for that kind of talk. So the thing was technology since, I was always a techie anyway, Nintendo, VCRs, setting things on automatic timers, coffee makers, like you named it that it was electronic and you had to figure it out. I took that time to figure it out and make it work for me, right? Um, so I would do these things and tinker with these pieces of tech. And so now I was thinking of going to this institution called National Institute of Technology, and it was a big thing here in San Antonio 20 years ago, around this time, 2004, 2005. This place has existed since the early 90s. When I used to live here, and they offered just different programs, medical programs, nursing programs, things like that. Way back when, they had a technology program that I enrolled in and was able to get a real fundamental understanding of technology. I mean, down to the base level of the atom, the neuron, photons. alternating current, direct current, you name it, right? Uh, we went from specifically there's different modules, right? Actually, my records of my modules at NIT are on my LinkedIn, and I found them like years ago, so I took a snapshot of them and I posted them on my LinkedIn. So these are my grades. They're A, B, B, A, something like that. But I'm gonna probably use some AI to see if I can extract the text um, and create a digital record of my grades of my attendance there, so that it's kind of on a more professional file or professional profile. Even though these are all pieces of paper, they need to be official by the actual institution. So anyway, back to. I'm sorry, I can't help myself sometimes. I'm like, I'll just go to the anyway. Uh so NIT, yeah, I go there, we learn everything there. I get an interest for more technology, right? They taught us everything about electricity, about circuit boards, putting them together. We made an actual radio from actual digital parts, analog parts, using oscilloscopes, measuring waves of signal waves. And we also created these radios with two potentiometer dials, which could amplify or de-amplify amplitude and frequency. So we would go ahead and tune into radio stations, and I'd listen to, there was some hip hop station, and I'd be able to turn it. And there's a little speaker, and you hook up the terminals to the speaker, and then you're able to. But anyway, we learned about putting together computers from scratch, circuit boards, memory cards, hard drives, CPUs, you name it, peripherals as well. Um, so we learned about networking as well, but we only learned up to a certain extent. We knew the principles of networking, but we didn't know the applications of networking so far as to um, work with servers and LANs and WANs and things like that, and ISPs. That was another type of networking class. That was a dedicated class, and we had just missed that networking class. So the program we were left with was the computer science class that I was telling you about. So the computer program that I've been through taught us the fundamentals of the rules, right? But it allowed me to like expand my mind and my ideas about what the future of technology might evolve into someday. And I would often be able to express those ideas with my friends. Well, with one friend in particular, I have a pretty good friend who went with me and graduated with me from that institution from MIT. So, him and I still are in the tech industry. We still have these conversations that are complex and high level and can get granular in more detail. So, it's this is the direction I chose, is technology, right? So 20 years ago, um, no real cell phones back then. I mean, maybe voice stream, but I mean, yeah, I used to go. Me and my friend from NIT, uh, we used to go to bars and clubs. He would, kind of bring me out, be like, "Hey, man, let's go and just hang out and talk." So we'd talk, we'd hang out, and then the music would play, and I'd start dancing, and then it would turn into a whole thing. So that's how things kind of got started. I started actually, with my schooling that was hard work and this and that, and then after school it would be playtime. It would be me and my friend, and we'd be at the bar just chilling and stuff like that. So. Uh, yeah, that's how things happened like 20 years ago. So I started going out then, and I got better at dancing. I got better at choosing which spots to go to in order to, see what the DJ is playing or what music is playing. Because if the music's right, then I'm gonna go back to that spot. You'll see me on the regular if the music's on point. Um, but uh, I don't know. I mean, I'm getting a bit older now. I mean, gray hair and all that crap. I stretch every couple minutes. But I mean, from what I realize, like I can sit home and play my video games and do nothing, and maybe just drink at home, and I would be probably within my right to do so, being as you know, um, I don't know, maybe having accomplished as much as I have, but I go to places now that are kind of unfamiliar to me. They're unfamiliar territory because if I'm the oldest, I can be the oldest in the room, like potentially. I mean, it can very well be that. I mean, there are people who are my age and I can spot them out easily, but there are not many of us at the particular location or two that I happen to attend every now and again. But the music is good, so. But I'm trying to learn to that I can't I mean, I'm really that guy in the corner a lot, and I don't like that shit. Um, I want to be more of the person who's like goes up to a random table and says hi, or at least walk by and say hi, right? I mean, that takes time to develop, right? I mean, there's some bar that I go to and I have that kind of connection. I can go to the front room or back room and say hi to everybody, and they've seen me for years, and that'll be it. But when it comes to new places, they gotta see you there, at least for like a month straight, 2, 3 months straight. And then it's like, okay, well, if he's gonna really come like that, then, da 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 da. But, you know, I don't know. I don't know yet. I do like the music of the place that I go to, but if you can get like a request from DJs like about 5 or 6 songs, um, yeah, it's worth probably staying. But if you can't even get like a song in, and like the the songs aren't really like anything that I can really, not really moved to or whatever. It's kind of like, then everyone's just standing around talking. No one's really gonna do anything. Not that it's my responsibility to like start a party, but if it's me dancing, just me, I mean, I don't care. If the song's good, I mean, I'm I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit who's watching or who like, ooh, stop the press. Nah, man. I mean, song's good is good. I'll dance to it. But if it's some rotation you got, and you fine with it, and maybe you like it, and that's fine, but it is what it is. But for the most part, I go out for the social aspect of it. There are people there. I'm a people person, kind of, sort of. I'm an antisocial people person, if that makes sense. I have to be out in a social atmosphere in order to live my life. But it doesn't mean I have to go around talking to everybody all the time like I did when I was 20 years old, right? Because back then it was like always, yo, man, who wants a shot? Who's buying? I'm buying. Da, 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 da. And back then, I had a wingman, I had my boy, just to hang out. But if it's just me, then it's a different type of tactic. I can't come up like a creep or anything. It's got to be timing. It's got to be, maybe everyone's sitting on their phones or something. Then I can just come up and like slam a glass and like, who wants shots? I don't know what the fuck, but you get the idea. It's got to be done with like, I don't know, or something. I don't know the rules, but anyway, I don't know. I go, right? I go. I like to socialize. I mean, well, no, I don't. I I would like to socialize. How about that? I would like to start socializing again, and yeah, that needs to go. Yeah. Yeah, but no, I would say yeah, I like to socialize. I'm trying to be social again. It's kind of hard. It's tricky as hell. Trust me, it is. It's just like I think just like riding a bike at all, approaching people. You don't know who gets offended when you say something off color. You have to open conversation with something. I mean, for me, something that has to be completely and totally inappropriate. It has to be something with shock value. It has to be something that catches someone off guard. Unless, I mean, otherwise you're just some other dude that just bumped into someone with an elbow, or you're just someone who, you know what I mean? If there's anything I know how to do is stand out, but um, I don't know. I have a different personality than other people do. I mean, my age should give me the like I don't give a fuck kind of like balls mentality, but you'd be surprised. I mean, it's just you just keep quiet, you keep to yourself, you're chill, got your beer, got your drink, um, listening out for good music, you're looking at everybody and you're not paying attention to their conversations, you're observing people at the bar and you're looking at what time it is. Like there's a whole lot, right? But I have a good time anyway. It's a good time. So I go to multiple places on the weekends. I don't go to just one, right? I'm not gonna go put all my eggs in one basket. That's like a total waste of time, right? Of one night. So I'll go to multiple places, so I'm able to say hello to multiple people. And if I end up at one place that, with the right time, then okay, I'll just spend the rest of the night here, and then I'll make a new friend. Da da da. But if not, I'll go to this other place where I know I can catch somebody. Da, 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 da. So you shoot your shot in multiple places, rather than just put all your eggs in one basket, and then you kind of have um, better luck of like opening up to people. At least. If not the places where you're not familiar, then the place where you are familiar, right? So, but yeah. Other than that, what else has been going on? Um, Yeah, I'm still trying to go out. I'm still trying to open up. I'm still trying to not be old and crusty. I mean, I am older, but I'm not trying not to be. I'm trying to keep all the crust, as much of it as humanly possible. Uh, I'm going to probably try and get my hair cut tomorrow to shave off as much crust as humanly possible. I'm going to try and release something by mid-January, some software, if possible, just because, you know, um, you don't want to sit on an idea too long. You want to actually get it activated and working. Also, uh, I want to see if I would go back and take another look at open mic at I think there's Laugh Out Loud. I think that's still around. I hope that's still around and still a thing, because if it is, I may need to go and check out open mic night. I might get back into um get back into stand-up comedy again. Um there's a certain type of like freedom of like holding a microphone with an audience and their attention, and they're hanging on your every word, and you're explaining to them something that might be, and then you can go in any direction you want. uh I don't know. It's I guess it's different. My mind works differently. I mean, not everyone's a comedian, right? So, well, never not everyone's an engineer either. But still, I digress. Um, like I don't know. I'm just thinking like there's some things that I probably should do more of. Uh, become more active. Only because I mean, nobody knows how many New Years we're gonna have. I mean, every year we always say we need to do what we promised ourselves last year, but for me, it's a little different because it's like for me, it's like now or never. For me, it's now or never. I don't know if that feeling, if anyone else has this feeling of it's now or never. You really need to do everything you can to accomplish what you want to accomplish with all of the resources and um, energy that you have in order to like develop and maintain yourself in any type of form or fashion, whether it's business or physical attributes or having a good time or um, continuing to search for your better half or spending time with your better half. So yeah, there's a lot of like you know um what would I describe it? Um kind of kind of like a less I feel like I have like shackles that just released and I'm like, okay, now I'm going to do every freaking thing that every other idea I've ever had, I'm just gonna execute. I'm just like I just don't give a fuck anymore. And it's like, I don't know if that's an age thing. I don't know if that's a birthday thing. It's just like, I don't know. But now it's just kind of like, you know what? I'm like all the things that, everyone else is doing in order to be themselves, like relevant, right? Like I need to be a part of the 21st century um person who's self-actualized. Like if I I enjoy stand-up comedy because I get to share a part of myself with an audience and it may make them laugh or it may not. But at least I get to share something that I believe is, funny, with someone who might understand or group of people who might understand or relate. And that takes a skill to deliver, something in a humorous manner for other people to consume and have a good time with. So, you know, mm, but I might get back into that. I mean, there were some like stupid impressions I did back then. I mean, I can get into that now. I mean not now, but recently or currently or whatever you want to call it. But what else? I don't know. There's a lot of Apple stuff I've been researching, and I'm like gonna start getting into Apple stuff. I just don't have their hardware. It's so friggin' expensive. It's like I know I'm gonna need a tablet, which is easy enough, but their phone, you have to have a phone and a tablet, you would think, 'cause they work together, and a smart, watch would help too, but, yeah, I don't know. Well, other than that, I'm gonna go try and visit my dad pretty soon. Um, I gave him a recording device because I want him to be able to document himself and, like, tell his story so that we can write a book. I told him like we can just have it transcribed and then we can write a book chapter by chapter. You need to list, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna try and help him along with that a little bit. Maybe get him started on how to kind of record himself, and then that way he can kind of if he has an idea or if he has a thought that he wants to express, he can just kind of record it to himself on his recorder and then kind of, you know what I mean? Just kind of get more comfortable recording himself when he has an idea. He's lived a very long life and he's seen a lot. 90 years is a long time to live on any planet. Um, Anyway, there was a lot of fireworks in my neighborhood last night. There was a lot of, I thought, you think there were gunshots. It's just not. It was fireworks. So, a lot of firework cleanup today around the state that I'm in. In Texas, they had some laws about fireworks within city ordinance. So we live right on the outskirts of the city. So, those laws don't apply here. So, yeah, a lot of fireworks over here last night. I had a chance to go out for the countdown and celebrate, kiss thing. That wasn't such a big deal. Just here. I don't want to, you know. Also, I think I was out, but not too late till maybe like 2 a.m. But time flew by pretty fast. It was midnight 5 minutes ago, and then all of a sudden it's 1:30, and then time you're home, it's like 2 something. So, kinda woke up late today around 11 a.m. You know, Needed extra sleep anyway because I'm still getting over this, whatever the hell this is. But hopefully, when I start breathing normally, I can probably start making more videos, start releasing them, start editing them. They take a while to edit. But also what? Um, I don't know. I hope everyone has a wonderful new year, and hopefully, uh, I'll be releasing more of podcasts, something like this, maybe 20, 30 minutes. Maybe doesn't have to be an hour or 2 hours like when I was doing it before. Maybe I can keep some ideas or something like that short about maybe modern relationships, or maybe I can do some reaction videos to some modern day YouTube stuff, get my thoughts on it. I don't know if I'm going to do the whole pause thing. I might like do the clip and then like just do some reaction to that, just an afterthought. So anyway, uh, I'll check y'all later. Uh, this is Enter the Black Dragon, aka ABD, for short. Check y'all later.